And we're back live with Harrowings and the Passing Show. I'm Hal Gill, your host, and I am just leaving the tiny vinyl shop. Good to have Dwight Cathcart joining. Dwight Cathcart. This is just a little bit of who, what, when, and where. A little raw journalism. And we are in D.C., heading down toward Calvert Street, right at the top of Adams Morgan on 18th. I'm going to be heading across the Duke Ellington Bridge. It's the Line Hotel across the way. High up, there's a jet passing. I always like to see where there's you going, but we're not going to do that right now. I did that on my way over. Watched a 747 coming out of Liège, heading to Greensville, Spartansburg, I think. That's one of the interesting things, I think, to me, is that there are always people up in the air. I did a little scan around about how many, somewhere 10 to 20 million at any given point, are airborne these days, in addition to all those of us who are earthbound in various means of conveyance, moving around the world, causing a lot of change. Wide range of folks. Everybody's interesting, you know. That's one thing I find if you get into conversation with anyone, they're all interesting. Robert Taylor's joined. Good to have you on the Passing Show. Definitely, Gavin. And I'm going to be heading over here, I think, crossing. I might just head down Columbia. I don't need to make such a long expedition. See a jet going up out of National down there. Watch your step. Things are a little uneven. Food truck. There we go. People blocking the box. I know. Oh, whistling going on. Multiple possible paths here. Oh, we got some free DCers, maybe? Not sure. Was wondering what that noise was. Yep, the pre DC movement. Out and about, all four of them. Another jet going over. High up. And life goes on. And on. Oh, they're following me. This is grand. See if we can get across the street. And away from the noise. See what's happening on this side of the street. Many things happening in the street. Gonna duck in here and see what's for sale. Maybe we could get away from our whistler, 'cause that's really annoying. They've got good stuff. The kitchenette. Let's see, we'll go this way. Looking for something particular. It's not on this side. Spices. Maybe on the other side. Produce. Breads, teas. Yeah. We get some to the side here I'm looking for. Yeah. That's essential oils. Ashwagandha. Different supports. Advanced stress report. Where are they at? Huh? So I remember it was down low. Liver oil. Potassium, zinc. Milk thistle. This was it. 75. Stuff. $30. This one, 21. Amount. Francisca. Team Botanicals is a lot more. Proprietary blend. 60 milligrams of milk thistle seed. Whole bunch of other stuff. About that. Huh. This one's more interesting. I'll think about it. Not gonna buy it right now. Huh. Interesting. Many different interesting items as far as supplements go. I don't know what works, what doesn't. But it is quieter now. Our friends with the whistles and the banging for free DC. I support them. They're loud. No, I retired when from I So yeah, I didn't end up on the Task Bridge. Just did a little circuit around S to 18th over to Tiny Vinyl. Cut the broadcast in there, and then started up again. Just the four of us here. I want to see if I like to get. Okay, here. This building is the home of NBC when he's teaching of Mike Olmert.
Five alarms. I had 5 alarms I set.
Moon is rising, sun is set, and I'm running low on power. So we're heading home. Might do some writing, might do some cleaning. If all goes well. One forgets just how many people live around one as we walk through Adams Morgan past Colorama Park. I really need to get out earlier in the morning. See the world. It's a Saturday night. Nightlife starting up. Great place to be young. Washington, D.C. on a fall night in 2025. And the passing show just bringing you a little bit of who, what, when, and where. A little bit of the natural environment as it's been restructured by humanity and nature. Big old oak tree here. Some crepe myrtles lining the walk. It's all good. Insect life abounds. Should be getting down into some cold snaps not too long from now, which might shape things a little bit. Get rid of the mosquitoes. And lots of different directions in which one can go. I don't know exactly which way I'm going to go. This is Colorama Road. Goes through in that direction, crosses Connecticut, goes on by the French ambassador's house, curves around, back by Colorama Circle, Belmont Street, the Shaw Moot. See some folks living there through the lighted windows. When you do something great. I think I'll cross here. Phonemes. Picking up some phonemes from people. Couple different routes I could possibly take here. Think she's going to stay south. It's been my pleasure to know so many people over the years. $7-Eleven. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say at this point. Anybody is along for the ride? It's that Canadian 3892 has joined. This is just a passing show, a little bit of who, what, when, and where in Washington, D.C. on a fall evening, October the 4th, 2025, outside Gilmart Towers leasing office. It was selling something for free there. I don't know. Got a garage. Just thinking back in my memory to 1989. I got my first apartment, December 7th. I was 26 years old. I've lived at home since then, besides my college years and renting a room by the railroad tracks in Ashland, and before that in a dorm. But otherwise, I've been living with my folks to 26 years old. Hard to believe. Failure to launch.
Good ones. It's like, oh, yeah, why do you like the Coast Guard?
I don't know. It's funny to listen to people talk. It's funny to listen to myself talk. So yeah, I was going back then as I was passing these apartments for lease, thinking about leasing an apartment.
I didn't
Owning. I've been owning now since, moving in with my wife, we co-owned, I suppose. Though it was in her name, townhouse in 2008. Then 2010, we together bought the house down here. And been maintaining the payments pretty well, paying a little extra every month to try to move the interest down, get us closer to paid off. And that's happy. And that's just really nice to feel knock down the line of credit that we've got on the place a little bit. So we've got some room to breathe. I've been burning through some savings as I've been trying to figure out what's next after losing the gig August 2nd, 2024. So I suppose at the moment we are August 2nd to now. Somewhere around I don't know. 14 months and a couple days. And freedom from wage slavery. So that's a pretty long break. Longest I've had, I recall, since I was 11 years old, roughly, I guess. I always had summer jobs in college. Something to think about. And every cent spent is a vote for the world we are co-creating. Over the course of the years I have spent and continue to spend. Bicyclists. A little dangerous to ride a bike at night, but it happens. We can cross 52, 51. Had a little spaghetti for lunch. Just herbs, butter, and some cheese. No sauce to speak of, or all. On the butter and cheese and herbs that were boiled with the spaghetti. Give it a little flavor. And I slept from like 2 o'clock to after 5, listening to the philosophy of Socrates, which is good. For passing the Universal building, which has been devoided of Washington Sports Club. So you see through there. Shut down. Soho Cafe and Market shut down. Somebody broke their glass, it looks like, or tried to. This is to be converted to residences, is the word, but haven't seen much work going on that. This was something in Bolivia. They moved to 1718 Connecticut Avenue, right down the block. Bolivian consulate. G.B. Smith, Universalist South. This was the home of my wife's company. For 11 and a half years, she was part of the Academy for Educational Development, AED.org, which has collapsed after USAID withdrew their funding around about 2010, right after we bought the house. It's 2011 that she was laid off in February. And yeah, they all have one thing led to another thing. You never know what you might see. Just keep your eyes wide open. The only thing left, Pico de Beppo used to be here. That's where I had my rehearsal dinner before getting married. And Walgreens is still here. And that's it. My flu shot there, and pneumococcal pneumonia as well. Haven't gotten the latest COVID yet. Hoping that my immunity is still good and that I'm not picking it up because I'm staying away from people pretty much. Yeah, that was a big old mess. COVID. All year. I stay red just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. That's good. So it made the full circle. Crossing my own path. I know. I was like, okay, I'm
going to that thing. Chat. I feel like we do have students with the almost. What's the students? Yeah.
More humanity. Yeah.
I get to.
Never lonely unless you want to be. How are we doing with the free library? Just a couple books. Huh. I need to give them some books. Just sort out a few. Dogs. Roses. It's never promised a rose garden. Got one anyway. So yeah, very few people along today, but that's all right. Passing show wraps as we go in. Thanks for joining us. Remember, every cent spent is a vote. The kind of world we are co-creating. We do have power. Use it. Be mindful. And be the change you want to see in the world. That's all I got.